Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review, and I actually thought this album was coming out last week. I was all excited. I don't know why I thought it was coming out last week. Maybe it was announced, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Sometimes I lose track of things. But I am talking about, or should I say I am babbling about, Pattern Seeking Animals and their new album called Friend of All Creatures. And how I came to know this band, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit I didn't know about this band up until their last album. I don't know what I was doing. I was living under a rock because I am a huge Spock's Beard fan. I know they've, I don't know what's going on with Spock's Beard, quite honestly, but I got back into Spock's Beard with the album Snow. So that tells you how far back I go with them. And then I kind of went backwards with the catalog, got into more stuff. Now we all know they've changed members quite a bit since then. Actually, at this point, I'm not even sure who is left in Spock's Beard. I'd probably have to go to the Wikipedia page and actually look. But anyway, there's a couple of guys in there, and Tad Leonard was the one who really brought me to this band. I heard he was in this and he was singing in it, and I really like his voice. And so I got their last album, loved it, got the rest. I can't remember if I did a review on that one or not. I might have. But really, really enjoyed this band. They do not sound like Spock's Beard, but they are definitely progressive, and they definitely have a sound that I enjoy. It's on the lighter progressive side. It's not, I wouldn't call this progressive, definitely not progressive metal, but progressive rock is almost pushing it. Oh, they do have some moments where they rock, so I guess we'll give them progressive rock. But the main guy in this one who writes the majority of music is, I'm probably going to say this name wrong, is John Bolgehold. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. And then we also have Jimmy Keegan on drums and Dave Maros on bass. And of course I mentioned Tad, who plays guitar and sings here. And man, is this this is one of those albums when you get it, you're like, oh, I hope it's going to be what I will enjoy about these guys. This is their fifth album, within 6 years. They're just pounding them out, and I'm proud to say and happy to say, I'm not sure what I'm proud to say, but definitely happy to say, it is what I wanted. You kind of know what you're going to get with these guys. Like I said, I only discovered them very recently, and they've only been around 6 years now, so not a super long time, but I kind of wish I had found them from the beginning. But anyway, the end of this album, it's had all the elements I wanted to hear. It's got the progressiveness. It's got a very it's hard to explain, but an open feel to it. It's like you put it on, and it feels like it's just like you're just hearing music in this big, wide, open space. I can just picture myself just closing my eyes, and I just picture just air and mountains and fields, and I just listen to music that just is about that, if that makes any sense at all. But that's kind of how I feel when I'm listening to these guys, and it's very uplifting music. It's not, they don't go into a lot of the, minor and weird modes or anything like that. It's usually pretty major and uplifting type stuff, and that's kind of where it is. I get here. Their opening song on here, it's really long. It's almost 10 minutes long. Future Perfect World. It just flows perfect. It's just it just, I don't know. I was just thinking, I'm in a band. We just we're in the song Stone in Love, and there's a line in that song, and in Clover we go around, and it's kind of like I've just talked about. I just feel like a big field of clover, if that makes any sense at all. So it's just funny that came into my head there, but there's definitely nothing straightforward about the instrumentation on here, or the progression, but it definitely has some complex issues going on, but still somehow remains to give you that very uplifting feel. I don't know. Another Holy Grail is also another really long one on here, But the other good thing about these songs is when you're listening to it, it doesn't feel like, holy crap, I wish the song would end. It's like, when you listen to it, it's like, that's the perfect length. It did everything it should do and went to all the places. It's like a journey. It took you exactly where you wanted it to go. So, and that one just like almost seems like it never stopped evolving. So, I really enjoyed that one. Down the Darkest Road is just like extremely heavily orchestrated. A little bit more laid back. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of rock going on here, but there's some fast-moving points, and Tad gives a little bit of a grit to it every now and then, but not this one. This one was just like just nice and relaxed feeling. I don't know, just to me felt that way. Now from this point on, like In My Dying Days, kind of maybe it's one of the more of the rockier elements on here. That and say Days We'll Remember, both kind of like, as far as rock as Pattern Seeking Animals gets, those two, and they just give you that both, like I said, the uplifting feeling to it, and actually some really good soloing. Actually, I can't remember which song it is now. I'm trying to like read my notes and I can't even read what I wrote here, but it was either, I think it was The Seventh Sleeper was the one where I thought to myself, why does this remind me so much of Kansas? And I was actually getting like, there was some violin going on in that song, and for some reason Tad's voice sounded a lot like Steve Walsh in certain points. I'm like, man, wow, I'm getting like super strong Kansas vibes going on here, like a modern sounding Kansas, but definitely was making me think that. So really enjoyed that. And the only little thing I will say about this that was disappointing, and I've probably said this like 100 times in other reviews, is that the final song on here, Words of Love Evermore, just it fades out with a guitar solo, and I'm like, for me, just my personal taste, I don't like songs that fade. To me, it just seems like a waste of music. It's like, if you're gonna write and you're gonna record something, I want to hear it. I want to hear what it is, and they'll just leave me wondering what happened. It's almost like something's just fading out, like you're listening to radio and the sound goes away. It's like, whoa, what happened? How did this end? Where'd it go? So, for me, that's just kind of what I think about it. And to end the whole album that way was like, come on, man, you're gonna end on a fade out. But that's really the only bad thing I can say about the album, is I wanted to hear everything they did. So I guess it's a minor complaint, but anyway, that is what it is. So so that's my quick take on that one. Really enjoyed this one. This is definitely one I will go back to and listen to again. Unlike, unfortunately, the other review I did, which I probably will never listen to that other one again. But this one is definitely one that I really enjoyed. I was eager to listen to it. And now that I've heard it, I'm actually eager to go back and listen to it. And that's always a good thing. That's what a band wants to hear. They want to hear somebody say, I loved it so much, I'm excited to go back and listen to it again. That's kind of where I'm at on this one. So that's my quick take on it. Feel free, as always, to leave your comments and thoughts. If there's anything I left out you thought I should mention, throw it in there. That's what we're doing here. We're just talking about music we love. That's what this is all about. And like, share, and subscribe to keep this music alive, because I really hope to keep on this pace of releasing this much. Who knows what's going on with Spock's Beard? If anybody knows, comment that too, because I really don't know what the deal is with them. Are they done, or are they going to keep going? I don't know. But anyway, until next time, we'll see ya.